Welcome, Centennial Jags fans. We are here at the Southeast Polk Invitational. The Jags playing their second game against Oskaloosa. In the first game, they were able to play Norwalk and win in straight sets. Looking to continue the streak against Oskaloosa. In the front court for the Jags, we have Tatum, Maddie, and Kaylin. In the backcourt, Megan, Nora, Kenley was in the back row. Maya had came in place of Kenley. Looks like the Jags will be on serve receive here in the first set. We had a little bit of issue streaming that first game. Tried to go off cell signal because sometimes schools will block streaming. Looks like I am okay to connect to Wi-Fi in this game, so we'll be using Wi-Fi the rest of the way. Should be good. First serve, down the middle. Nora with the pass to Megan. Megan out to Tatum. Tatum goes around the block and down. Kill for Tatum to start off the game. So Nora will check out. Addie will check in as Kaylin heads back to serve for the Jags. Kaylin, deep serve down the line. Oski pushes it up. They're going to have to bump it over. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan backs up to Tatum. Tatum goes down the line. Oski able to get the dig. They're going to bump it over again. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan out to Maddie. Maddie off the net and over for the kill. So the Jags starting off with a 2-0 lead here early in this first set. Kaylin back to serve again. Kaylin deep serve. Oski able to pop it up. They're going to set up their right side hitter. Hits a roll shot over. Kaylin able to get the dig to Megan. Megan out to Addie. Addie goes off the antenna, off the block. And they're going to say 4 hits on the Jags. Oh no, off the antenna. I was right the first time. So Oski will get their first point of the set. Now getting set to serve. Oski, hard low serve down the line. Addie able to pop up to Megan. Megan to Maddie. He hits it over. Oski able to get the dig. They're going to come over, bump it over. Maya gets it up. Megan to Addie. Addie goes into the block, gets blocked. Tatum able to get it to Megan. Megan backs it to Kaylin. Kaylin with the roll shot over. Oski able to get the cover. They set up their outside hitter, gets a swing cross court. That's going to be too long out of bounds. So the Jags will get the point. Maya will head back to serve as Maddie checks out Kenley. First action today into the front row for the Jags. Maya hard serve down the line. Oski able to get it up. They're going to set up their outside hitter who hits it a little bit low in the net. So the Jags with the point. Maya will head back to serve again. Maya hard serve down the line. Oski in a little bit of trouble. Gets it up to their outside. They're going to have to bump it over. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan to Kinley. Kinley tips it over the block and down for the kill. So Kinley notches her first kill of the set. Maya back to serve again. Maya hard serve down the middle. Oski able to get it up to their outside. They're going to hit it off the block. Maya gets it up. Kaylin gets it up. And then Addie bumps it over. Oski setting up their offense. They're going to set up their right side. It gets over. And Addie on the overpass pushes it deep to find the open hole. So Maya still serving for the Jags. Maya hard cross-court serve. Oski able to get this one up. They're going to set up their outside. Goes into the block of Kenley. Kenley with the block. Oski gets it up. They hit a roll shot deep. Kaylin to Megan to Kenley. Kenley gets blocked. Swings her arm trying to get the ball up after the block, but it goes backwards. So Oski will get the stop down 4. Now getting set to serve. Deep serve down the middle. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan to Kenley. Kenley over the block and now another kill for Kenley in the middle. So Tatum will rotate back to serve for the Jags. Tatum, hard low serve, cross court. Oski able to get it up. They're going to sit up there middle. Hits it off the block and backwards. Addie able to get it to Tatum. Tatum to Kenley. Kenley around the block. Oski gets it up. It goes over. Maya pops it up to Tatum. Tatum out to Addie. Addie goes off the block and backwards. Oski able to get it up. They're going to set up there. Libero who tips it over. Megan there to Tatum. Tatum to Kenley. Kenley tips it over. Oski able to get the cover. They tip it to the side but goes wide out of bounds. So Jags will get the point. Tatum back to serve again. Tatum low serve. That goes a little bit too low in the net. So Oski will get the point, down 5, now getting set to serve. Oski serving down the line. Maya able to pop it up to Tatum. Tatum to Megan. Megan through the block and down. That's a kill for Megan in the middle. Snaking it through the block, found the open court. Beautiful swing by Megan. So Addie will check out. Nora checks in and will head back to serve for the Jags. Nora, hard serve down the middle. Oski pops it up, sets up there outside, tries to go down the line, just a little bit too low in the net. So the Jags with the point. Nora will head back to serve again. Nora, another hard low cross-court serve. Oski able to get it up. They try to tip it over, can't tip it over. Very tight pass to the net. So the Jags pushing the lead to 8 here. Nora with another serve. Nora, hard low serve. Oski able to pop it up. They're going to set up their right side hitter this time, who's just going to bump it over. Kaylin with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Kenley. Kenley gets blocked. Maya able to get the dig to Tatum. Tatum back to Megan. Megan goes down the line. Oski able to pop it up. They're going to set up their back row hitter, who pushes it over, and they're going to get called for a double hit on that pushover by Oski. So the Jags with the point will send Nora back with another serve. Nora, hard cross-court serve. That one just a little bit wide out of bounds. So Oskaloosa will get their stop. Trailing by 8, now getting set to serve. Deep serve down the middle. Maya able to pop up the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Kaylin. Kaylin put a little extra oomph on that hit, and it sailed a little long out of bounds. So Oskaloosa will get the point. Now getting set to serve again. Deep serve down the middle. Kaylin pops it up. It goes over. Oskaloosa on the overpass tips it for the kill, trimming the lead back to 6. Now with another serve. Deep serve cross court. Kaylin able to pop it up to Tatum. Tatum back sets to Kenley. Kenley over the block and down. That's a kill for Kenley in the middle. So Kenley and Maya will head out for the Jags. Maddie will head in. And Bailey. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, Kenley was supposed to check out. Bailey was supposed to check in. So Bailey heading back to serve for the Jags. Bailey serving down the line. Oski pops it up. They're going to set up their outside hitter. Gets a roll shot cross court. Nora gets the dig to Tatum. Tatum to Maddie. Maddie goes over the block, but a little bit wide out of bounds. So Oski will get the point. Kenley will check in for Bailey and then immediately head out for Maya, as Maya in the back row for the Jags. Oski getting set to serve. Hard low serve down the middle, and they're going to say off of Nora and out of bounds. So the ace by Oski, trimming the lead back down to 5 here. Oski with another serve. Deep serve cross court. That is a little bit wide out of bounds. So the Jags will get the point. Megan will rotate back to serve for the Jags. Megan, hard low serve. Oski able to get it up. They're going to set up their outside hitter who goes off the block and backwards. Maddie to Megan to Tatum. Tatum hits a roll shot cross court. Oski able to pop it up, and they're going to call Oski in the net. So the Jags with the point, extending the lead back to 7. Megan will head back to serve again. Megan, hard low serve. Oski able to pop it up. They're going to set up their outside hitter who goes cross court. Maya pops it up, and they're going to call the Jags in the net. So Oski will get the point. Oski getting set to serve. Oski low serve down the middle. Kayla with the pass to Megan. Megan to Maddie on the slide. Goes cross court. That got dug, but went over the net and out of bounds. That's a kill for Maddie on the middle slide. A great set there and a great finish. Nora checks out. Addie checks into the front row as Kaylin back to serve again for the Jags. Kaylin serving down the line. That's Caminos for Kaylin. A short serve down the line. Oski trying to get the dig, but it went sideways out of bounds. So Kaylin heads back to serve again. Kaylin, another serve down the line. Oski in trouble. Another ace. So back-to-back aces for Kaylin, pushing the lead to 9 here. Kaylin, deep serve cross court. Oski able to get this one. They set up their outside who goes deep. That's going to be too deep, out of bounds. So the Jags 2 points away from taking this first set. Kaylin looking to try and close it out. Kaylin, short serve. Oski able to get the cover. They're going to set up their outside hitter. Hits it cross court, but that goes wide out of bounds. So Kaylin serving set point number 1 for the Jags. Kaylin serving deep to the middle. Oski able to pop it up. They're going to set up their outside who can't chase it down. A little bit too tight to the net. So the Jags will take the first set 21-9. We will have a quick set break. Just enough time to hit the restroom, maybe get something to drink, and get settled back in for some more Jags volleyball. So after the set, break in the front court for the Jags. We have Kaylin, Tatum, and Maddie in the backcourt. Megan, Kenley, and Nora. Maya awaits lineup validation. The Jags will be starting with serve here in set number 2. Jags dealing with a little bit of adversity, losing Sophie, one of their middle hitters. In the tournament in Iowa City, last game of the tournament. All signs point to a good recovery, quick recovery, nothing torn or broken. So hopefully she'll be back soon. Megan has the ball. Maya in for Kenley in the back row. Megan serves cross court. It goes up over the net, out of bounds. Ace for Megan. So the Jags start with the first point here in the second set. Megan with another serve. Megan hard low serve down the middle. Oski tried to get it up and over. Hits the top tape and rolls back to the Oski side. So the Jags out to an early 2-0 lead with another serve. Megan hard cross court serve. That goes a little bit long, out of bounds, maybe a touch wide as well. So Oski will get their first point of the set, now getting set to serve. Oski hard serve down the line. Kaylin able to pop it up to Megan. Megan back to Tatum. Tatum goes across court. Oski able to get the dig. They set up there outside. They try to tip it over, and they're going to get called in the net. The setter grazed the net as she tried to set that, so the Jags will get the point. Nora checks out. Addie checks into the front row as Kaylin back to serve for the Jags. Kaylin going on that run to finish out the first set. Hard low serve down the line. Oski in trouble. Can't bump it over in 3. So the Jags with the point. Kaylin back to serve again. Kaylin hard low serve, just a touch too low into the net. So Oski will get the point down 2, now getting set to serve. Hard low serve off the net. Maya gets it up to Megan. Megan to Maddie. Maddie pushes it over. Oski gets it up to their right side, who has to bump it over. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan backs to Tatum. Tatum tips it over. Oski in trouble. That'll be a kill for Tatum on the right side. The touch kill from the right side. So Maya will rotate back to serve for the Jags as Maddie checks out. Kenley checks into the front row. Maya, deep serve down the line. Oski able to get it up. They're going to have to bump it over, though. Low bump over. Kaylin gets it to Megan. Megan to Kenley. Kenley hits it through the block. Oski gets the dig. They set there outside. They hit it cross court. Kenley with the pass to Megan. Megan backs to Tatum. Tatum off the net. Over and down. Another kill for Tatum on the right side. So Maya will head back to serve again. Maya, another hard serve down the line. Oski in a little bit of trouble. They bump it back on the court. They bump it over. Maya with the pass to Megan. Megan out to Addie. Addie goes off the block and out of bounds. Addie tooling the block from the outside. Able to bring her sledgehammer out for that kill. Sends Maya back for another serve. Maya, another soft serve down the line. Oski tight to the net. They push it over, and they're going to call carry on that one. It kind of looked like a slam dunk in basketball. Held on to the ball for a touch too long. So the Jags pushing the lead to 6. Maya with another serve. Maya hard low serve down the line. Oski able to get this one up. They're going to set up their outside hitter. Hits it down the line. That's a kill for the outside of Oski. So Oski getting set to serve. Oski deep serve down the middle. Kaylin with the pass to Megan. Megan to Addie. Addie over the block and down. Kill for Addie in the middle. So Tatum will head back to serve for the Jags. Tatum deep serve down the line. Oski able to get it up to their outside. They go low into the net. So the Jags will get the point. Tatum back to serve. Tatum low serve down the middle. Oski able to get it up. They're going to set up their right side hitter who hits it over the block. Tatum with the dig to Tatum. Tatum out to Addie. Addie goes over the block. Oski with the dig. It hits the top of the net and rolls down. So a kill for Addie will send Tatum back with another serve. Tatum low serve, cross court, and that's an ace for Tatum. Two Oskaloosa players collided trying to get that serve. Beautiful seam serve there by Tatum. So Tatum with the push lead of the lead to 9 with another serve. Hard low serve back in that seam. Oski able to get this one. They have to bump it over though. Maya with the pass to Tatum. Tatum out to Addie. Addie off the block and out of bounds. Kill for Addie on the outside. Tatum low serve down that same line. Oski able to pop it up. They set up their middle. He tips it to the side. Tatum dives to get it up to Maya. Maya sets up Kaylin in the back row. Kaylin with the kill from the back row. Kaylin saw the block straight in front, angled her hit a little bit to the side to get around that block and found the open court. Tatum with another serve. Tatum another hard low serve down the line. Oskaloosa in a little bit of trouble. Tries to get it back on the court, but it goes on the wrong side of the antenna. So the Jags leading by 12. Tatum back serving again. Tatum short serve this time down the middle. Oski on the overpass. Henley hits it over. Oski confused a little bit on that hit. Hit it twice, so the Jags will get the point. Henley gets the kill in the middle, and Oskaloosa will use their first timeout of the set. The Jags able to leverage some of their younger players here in this game, getting some great experience. So Oskaloosa back on the court. Jags falling into position. Tatum back ready to serve. Tatum, hard cross-court serve. Oskaloosa able to pop it up. They set up their outside hitter. He tips it over. Tatum able to get the cover to Maya. Maya sets up Addie on the outside. Addie goes deep. Oski gets the dig. They set up their outside hitter who goes into the block and down. A kill for the outside of Oski will stop Tatum's run at the service line. So Oskaloosa getting set to serve. Hard cross-court serve. Addie able to get it up to Tatum. Tatum to Megan. Megan hits it deep, a little bit too deep, out of bounds. She might have killed a water bottle there on that hit. So Oski getting set to serve again. Hard cross-court serve. Addie to Tatum to Kenley. Kenley just tips it over. Oski tried to get the cover, but it goes backwards out of bounds. So a kill for Kenley will get the Jags the point. Addie checks out, Nora checks in, and we'll head back to serve. Nora, hard low serve down the middle. Oski able to get it up. They set up their outside, who hits a roll shot over. Nora able to get the cover to Tatum. Tatum out to Kaylin. Kaylin off the block and backwards. Oski gets the dig. They set up their outside hitter. Goes off the block and backwards. Kaylin gets the dig to Tatum. Tatum to Megan. Megan over the block and down. Kill for Megan on the right side. So the Jags 3 points away from taking the second set and the game. Nora back looking to see if she can close this thing out. Nora hard cross-court serve. Oski pops it up. They get it back on the court. They're going to have to bump it over. Maya with the pass to Tatum. Tatum to Kenley. Kenley off the block. Nora gets the dig to Tatum. Tatum out to Kaylin. Kaylin goes cross-court for the kill. Able to sneak it around the block and find an open spot on the court. So Nora back to serve again. Nora hard serve down the middle. Oski able to get it up to the right side this time, who bumps it over the net but goes wide out of bounds. So the Jags serving game set point number 1. Nora, short serve just over the net. Oski able to get it up. They're going to set up their outside hitter who hits a roll shot over the net. Kaylin gets the dig to Tatum. Tatum to Nora. Nora hits it, gets blocked. Kenley gets it up and over. Oski sets up their middle, who bumps it over the net, but it goes too long out of bounds. So the Jags will take the second set 21-5. That will do it for this game. The Jags have a little bit longer break. We're scheduled to play roughly around 1 o'clock. We're playing just a smidge early, maybe about 10 minutes early or so. But check with loved ones to make sure when we play again exactly. Thank you.